You're the motherfucking baddest bitch to walk this earth. Why the fuck are you stressing out? Have you seen yourself? Because I'm seeing you right now on the other side of the screen and you're pretty fine. So you need to stop because these bitches wish they were you. They wish they were you. Anyways.
1, 2, 3.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite YouTuber, the spiritual bad bitch. My name is Anila Sita, and if you came onto this channel, then you're lucky. Yes, I have a wig on today. I had to do this for this video because I'm not talking about dark feminine without giving dark feminine, bitch. Today's video is incredibly exciting. This video will make anybody that you desire weak to their knees because of your power and because of your dark feminine energy that I am literally magically infusing into you as we are watching this video. You're gonna want to stick to the end because I have a surprise halfway through the video that you're not gonna want to miss. This video is gonna help anybody that wants their specific person that they are into to be absolutely addicted and obsessed with them. And it's also gonna help anybody who feels like they need more feminine energy in their life. If your life feels like it is difficult, like things are a struggle, like people don't like you the way that you like them, honey, I'm gonna teach you the hacks. I'm gonna teach you the hacks because you know what? Being completely real, the things that I talk about are things that I use myself in my life. And recently I've had a bit of a situation where I've noticed how out of touch I am with my feminine energy. And oh my goodness gracious, reconnecting to my dark feminine energy has really fucking changed my life. And I am here to slap your fucking negative attitude right the fuck out of you and remind you of the bad fucking bitch that you are. Pussy power up in here. I'm just gonna get straight into it. We're gonna spill different hacks in here of dark feminine secrets that I wish somebody would have told me. I'm going to start off with my biggest thing that I've learned about feminine energy and dark feminine energy that is really going to put you back in the driver's seat of your life. If you've been feeling like things are out of your control, you've been feeling frustrated at the way that things are going in your life, or somebody is not acting the way that you would want them to act in a romantic situation. So the feminine, the dark feminine particularly, she knows how to self-regulate. Now let me explain. She welcomes other people's love, but she doesn't need their love or validation to love herself. Shallon Lester, she's a YouTuber, she had this analogy that I really loved and I'm gonna share with you right now of being in your feminine energy and what it means when you're basically out of your feminine energy. She talked about women either being warm-blooded or cold-blooded. And if you know anything about science, a creature that is warm-blooded regulates their temperature themselves on the inside, whereas a creature that is cold-blooded, like reptiles, they need the environment to regulate their temperature. And the reason why she used this analogy in regards to women is that there's women who need things in their environment, in their external, to validate them. They need people to tell them they're pretty, they're talented, they're good enough to feel like they're good enough, but they don't know how to self-regulate. They don't know how to be warm-blooded in the sense that they know they're good enough. I'm that bitch. I don't need you to tell me that I'm that bitch. I just know I'm that bitch. The way that you can understand this concept of warm-blooded and cold-blooded is you're not dependent on these people to make you feel good. You're dependent on yourself to make yourself feel good. Once you master that power, you know you're really in your dark feminine. This is a really big hack because when we get into romantic situations, say somebody's making you insecure, somebody's not acting the way that you would want them to act, and then you start to make up stories about how you are not good enough, when in actuality it's actually got nothing to do with you and that person is probably just going through their own stuff. I remember I made a video about how to get people obsessed with you, I think 2 years ago, and I'm gonna reiterate the first example I made in that video. It's about never assuming negative stories about yourself if you don't know what the truth is. Let me explain. So if somebody's not acting the way that you would want them to act with you, why are you making it about you not being worthy, you not being good enough, you not being that bitch? Oh my god, he's not texting me because he's probably talking to another girl. Or, oh my god, does he not find me attractive anymore? Say you get into a relationship and your boyfriend switches up. This has happened to me, and I've noticed the key in this situation is self-regulation. In the video I made about getting people obsessed with you, I was saying, you know, if you're telling yourself stories about what an amazing person you are and you're that bitch and you're so helpful, then if somebody smiles at you on the street, you're gonna see that as confirmation of you being that bitch, being like, oh wow, look, that person smiled at me. Whereas if you hate yourself, you're gonna see that person smiling at you as something patronizing. They smiled at me because they're laughing at what I'm wearing. And it's like, honey, it wasn't even about that, but you made it about that because you have this perspective of yourself. So this is why I really wanted to start with that point. Self-regulation is one of the biggest things you can learn with feminine energy. So now let me give you a little hack, right? So say somebody's not behaving the way that you want them to behave. Somebody's switching up on you in your dating life. You never fucking switch up inside yourself. You never ever assume that somebody switching up on you has anything to do with you. You keep affirming to yourself that you're that bitch, that you're a queen, that you are drop dead gorgeous, and in case you fucking forgot, you are beautiful, you are a queen, you are stunning, you're that bitch, and you can have anybody and anything that you want. I am here to tell you because I'm the person that has really accomplished a lot of things that I've wanted and gotten a lot of people that I've wanted. So I'm telling you, it's all a mindset thing. I want you to know that I have my phases myself where I will question myself and I'll be like, oh my god, why has this person switched up on me? Even with my boyfriend, things have happened sometimes where he's been going through stuff and then he would kind of be a bit more laid back, and I started making it about myself. What did I do wrong? Oh my god, he doesn't like me anymore, he doesn't think I'm attractive. And then I gotta be like, bitch, you are that bitch. Don't ever let no motherfucker make you feel like you're not good enough. Even your own man. I don't give a shit. You always gotta remind yourself. And this is gonna bring me onto my next little dark feminine hack of how to get guys absolutely obsessed with you every single time. So I've noticed the biggest thing that you need to learn to do that has to do with feminine energy is when a guy is pulling back, you pull back into yourself. What does that mean? He's pulling back, going to do his stuff or giving you less attention, whatever. This could be your boyfriend, this could be a person you're seeing, this could be somebody. I know a lot of you guys will DM me that, you know, your ex broke up with you and this and that. So that's like the most drastic version of someone pulling back. What you need to do when this happens is you need to pull back into yourself. I'm gonna give you an example of what pulling back could look like for you. So I heard this story of this girl once that she was on Tinder, and every time a guy would not respond to her text messages, she would start learning Italian. Eventually this bitch became fluent in fucking Italian because of how much, you know, guys left her on red and she had to go and learn Italian. Now this is a silly example, but it very much shows you what you need to do when you're finding yourself obsessing over how somebody's treating you. Pulling back into yourself is automatically gonna put you in your feminine energy because you sit back, you relax. Truly, the way that you can get any guy obsessed is by giving him space. Sounds crazy, but that's all it is sometimes. Allowing this person to come to you in their own time. My mom has always said that to me. She always said, you know, I just give them space and they always come back. And I couldn't agree more. When I choose to give someone space, I do the things that I know make me happy, and it's never failed to work. And when you can feel okay without something and you can feel okay inside yourself, baby, you have won. Because that's really the secret to manifesting anything in this life, but not being attached to it to the point where you need that in order to be happy. Happiness is a choice right now, and you can make it by choosing to cater to your needs and your own happiness. Literally, say this affirmation together with me. The more I relax, the more I get what I want. I want you to fucking relax. I want you to chill the fuck out. Whenever you're stressing, it's showing you that you're not in your feminine energy. And truthfully, I believe that feminine energy is beyond dating. It is truly a relationship that you end up having with the universe that really says, you know what, I'm not gonna stress about nothing because the universe is my sugar daddy. You know, I have a video that's called The Universe is My Sugar Daddy. You know, I love that affirmation. The universe is gonna take care of me because I'm in my feminine energy. I'm gonna allow myself to receive. I don't need to stress about anything. I let things come to me. I don't chase, I attract. All of that stuff is really, to me, rooted in trust. And don't worry, like, we're gonna get into more fucking hacks in this video. Like, really stay to the end because I'm gonna give you everything that I use for myself that always gets me back to feeling like that bitch and always makes me get my situation the way that I want it to motherfucking be. I've been tapping into the dark feminine because these examples I'm giving you right now are things that really did happen to me in the past. Like, people would pull back and then I wouldn't really know what to do, and I would start to feel fear of abandonment, and all of my fucking attachment issues would come up. And I kind of learned that you can't control other people. You cannot. But you can control yourself and you can control your thoughts. And that's fucking good enough. Because when you can control your thoughts, your reality is going to mirror that. So this kind of brings me to my next point of how you can really get control over your mind and step into your feminine energy, which is always about sitting the fuck back and not actually trying to control on the outside, but controlling on the inside. So one of the ways that I manage to constantly stay in my feminine energy, dark feminine if you will, is by meditating. I have been meditating for years. Some chapters of my life, it's been every day for months because of how much shit I was going through. And the way that you can clean up the shit that's going on inside of you is through meditation. Specifically feminine meditations or just any kind of guided meditation. Now, this actually brings me to my little surprise for this video. You guys asked for it. I created a dark feminine meditation that is gonna help you step into your goddess energy. I'm literally launching it today with this video. You guys know, if you've been here for a while, I make meditations. I love this shit. And I make meditations, specifically this one too, with subliminals in the background, which are essentially messages that you can't hear with your conscious mind, but your subconscious mind is picking up on and is literally reprogramming as you're listening to it. I put so many affirmations that will make people obsessed with you, that will make you love yourself, that will make other people literally see you as this magnetic, dark, feminine, stunning being. Now, if you want 5-star treatment from the universe and from any person that comes into your life, then you're not gonna wanna miss out on this meditation. This is what the meditation looks like. It is on my website. If you purchase it within the first 72 hours, you will get a percentage off. So be sure to do that. I am so excited for you guys to try this. I'm very proud of it. One of my favorite meditations to date. It has changed my life as I've been working on it, and I know that it will change yours too. Please click the link in the description box. I'm excited. But let's get back to what I was talking about. So, something that I really wanted to share with you that I actually read in The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. Now, if you know about Robert Greene, his books are no joke. Like, he talks about power. And I remember him talking about Cleopatra and how one of her seduction techniques was actually to have mood swings. So she was just one day pissed off, and then another day she would be happy and loving, and she would honor all of her emotions. And to me, she is the perfect example of a dark feminine who's embodied. Be moody. I learned from that book that your moodiness can be something that is literally gonna seduce, because every time she had this mood swing, it would put Julius Caesar, that guy that she was with, he would say that it was keeping him on his toes that she had these mood swings. So never ever think that you being moody or you being like angry or sad or whatever is something you need to suppress. Again, part of the dark feminine. Fucking accept that and own it and be that, and you'll see that people are gonna chase you even harder. Let's actually get into manifestation techniques. Something that I personally do all the time if somebody's switching up on me. I have a little manifestation routine. I think I'll mention it at the end of the video because I want to be extra and I want to keep you to the end, but I'm going to mention one part of it. And it's actually a kind of low-key version of scripting. I've mentioned it before a long time ago in one of my videos talking about scripting. I call it the list method, and it's essentially where you write a list of how you would want things to go. So what you do, right, you can pull up your phone and you go into your notes app and you're gonna write down bullet points of how you would want things to go. So say somebody's switching up on you and you maybe write something like, I don't know, his name could be like Ryan. So we're gonna do, Ryan is absolutely obsessed with me, even though he's having a rough time right now, and I know he's gonna come back around at some point. You want to really do bullet points. He gives me princess treatment. He adores me. He says I'm so pretty. I know this sounds crazy, but it works. It really does work. He's planning to take me on dates. Thank you so much, universe, that he's taking me on dates. The more that you tell yourself affirmations, like, they really do work, which is why I put them in all of my meditations and why I use subliminal affirmations in the background, because it works. If you do this shit consistently, I have affirmations on my mirror that I read every single day. I have affirmations that I tell myself all the time. I am chosen. I am the exception. I am special. If you continue to tell yourself those stories on the inside, people are gonna start telling you the stories back to yourself. I do this all the time where I'll be like, I really want somebody to tell me that I'm lovable. And I'll be like, universe, I want to be told that I'm lovable. I want to feel like I'm lovable. And then somebody will comment on my video or somebody will say to me, oh my god, you're so cute, you're so lovable. Like, it happens all the time. I wanted to get to another dark feminine secret that will truly have any guy weak to their fucking knees. So, boundaries. Boundaries. That's a big part of the dark feminine. What are boundaries? Where somebody is gonna meet you and where you are not gonna permit that somebody meets you. What are you okay with in a relationship and what are you not okay with? I promise you, being afraid to stand up for yourself is just gonna make you look passive, and it's gonna make people gradually disrespect you too. I've noticed a lot of people online talk about how expressing yourself can make you look weak. Like, as well, expressing if something bothers you, it could look like nagging to a man. And I really disagree with that, because truthfully, my confidence has increased a lot when I've started speaking up more. I remember I had this argument once with a guy where I was expressing how I feel about a situation, about something that pissed me off, and then he went, well, that's not what happened and I disagree. And you know what? There was a little default reaction in my body from having suppressed myself my whole fucking childhood. I almost wanted to shut down and be quiet and be like, okay, it wasn't like that. I'm sorry that I even brought it up, kind of thing. And instead, I stepped into my power and I was like, I don't care if you agree or disagree. This is not about you agreeing or disagreeing. This is about my emotions and how I feel, and I have an issue with this. And you want to know what? Men will respect you a lot for being like that. I remember my boyfriend said at the very beginning of our relationship, he likes it when I call him out on his shit. And I was like, damn, I thought that I was being a nuisance by doing that. I thought that I was gonna be the unattractive girl in his eyes. But in actuality, it's like, no. You need to speak up for yourself and you need to say when something's not all right, and you need to call men out. for me, I'm a very sensitive and emotional person. This used to be something that was treated as a bad thing when I was a kid. So I've suppressed it in relationships and friendships everywhere because I would see myself as this overly emotional being. Now that I've started accepting that this is who I am, nobody has ever succeeded in making me feel unworthy when I'm expressing my emotions, because guess what? I love and accept myself. I love and accept my big emotions, and if you can't handle that, or if you are gonna make me feel bad about it, we're gonna have a conversation. And that doesn't mean you have to kick somebody out of your life either if they are not understanding that about you, but definitely means you need to assert a boundary, okay? There's something I also wanted to talk about, which is overgiving. And I just want to say, dark feminine motherfucking hack of the century, stop fucking giving unless you have a specific reason when it comes to a man. Because I really don't know why. I don't know the psychology behind this, but I have noticed the less that you give to a man, the more he gives to you, especially in the beginning stages of a relationship. I've said this before in a TikTok video and a lot of people resonated with it. If you have a habit of overgiving, like you've got low self-worth and you find yourself people pleasing and giving to people, that shit needs to fucking stop. You should only be giving to people from a full cup. Never give to people from an empty cup. Never give to people from a space of you proving your worth, because guess what? You've lost. The moment that you think you have to do something to prove your worth, you're wasting your time. You are worthy just as is. You are worthy, period. Just because you are. You were born worthy, you will always fucking be worthy. You don't need to do anything to be worthy. A man is never gonna fall in love with you because of how much you're giving to him. That's just not the way that it usually goes. Usually men, and this is actually a scientific thing, men fall in love because of a hormone, I believe, called vasopressin in their body that is basically when they are stressed out, I think, and they're problem solving, but I could be wrong. I just remember seeing this video where this guy was like, let your guy use his problem solving skills, come to him with an issue, have him stressed out. That's why being fucking moody is another great way. I think as women, we are naturally moody, so embrace that shit. And my dark feminine meditation is gonna help with that a lot too, because it taps into embracing your darkness. So stress him out. I'd like to finish off with my little manifestation routine that I do whenever I find myself spiraling, that really helps me get back in my energy and feeling like that bitch, and literally transforms my reality, because again, it's how you feel within. When you feel good within, your reality on the outside will adapt. I've had so many fucking times within my relationship and with other people where when I was fucking feeling insecure and shit, they were mirroring that back to me. They were making me feel even more insecure. And then when I was really loving myself and I was on that high with myself, they were treating me good. It's crazy. That's why I'm saying it doesn't matter who you're with. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Like, none of that shit matters, because when you control your energy on the inside, holy shit, everything changes on the outside. So here's what I'll do. I usually will journal and rant about everything that is pissing me off about my situation. Like, I don't know, he's not giving me enough attention, he's doing this, he makes me feel like I'm not pretty anymore, he never compliments me, blah blah blah, whatever, everything that's there. Then after I've ranted, because I need to get it out, that's usually what I'll do, I meditate. Usually a feminine energy meditation or abundance meditation really helps me too when I'm in that state. Then after that, it depends how I'm feeling after these two exercises. If I'm still feeling like shit, I will go do sports, either dancing or for a run. Gotta get it out your body, gotta get the emotions moving. And usually after the run, I'm feeling pretty high. Usually after a dance class, I'm feeling like amazing in myself, because sports will get that shit out of your system. Like, it really will. Your problem looks this big, after sports it looks like that. So I will do sports. And then after the sports, I do my little scripting exercise, which I told you guys about in the video, writing that list. And I promise you, if you do those steps, holy fucking shit, it always works. Every time I'm like feeling upset about a situation with somebody, I literally pull back into myself, do my shit, journal, meditate, Sports, scripting exercise, sometimes it takes a day. Sometimes it's instant when I'm feeling good again. It's been instant where like the same person that was being weird with me suddenly after I did all those things was like, hey, like saying all the things that I've been wanting to hear to begin with. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it fucking works. And I am gonna share with you in this video too something that I have done in the past, and I've shared it in a few videos already. Some of you might already know this little hack, but essentially you close your eyes when you're feeling good or even when you're feeling bad, and you envision this person that you want to be acting differently, and you say, I want this person to be obsessed with me. I want them to be thinking about me constantly, like it just doesn't stop and they just can't stop obsessing over me. And really build up this story in your head of wherever they are right now and vision that they're obsessively thinking about you. Telepathy is so real. You can put yourself in other people's minds. I've made videos about that in the past. I just thought I should share that to finish off because it is an incredible hack, and I'm so sure that everything in this video is gonna make you feel like that bitch. That is all I have to say today. Like I said, the meditation that I'm putting out with this video, the dark feminine one, will be in the description box with a discount code for the first 72 hours. Please try it out. Let me know how it goes. Also, depending on when I'm uploading this video, it's about to be Black Friday. Just know that there's a huge sale on my website of all the other meditations, not this one, on Black Friday if you want to purchase them for a cheaper price. Saying that for all my baddies on a budget. But the dark feminine, the discount will only be now for the first 3 days. So feel free to get that if you'd like. And thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling like that bitch, because you are. You're a goddess, you're a queen, you're a bad bitch. You're the motherfucking baddest bitch to walk this earth. What the fuck? Why the fuck are you stressing out? Why the fuck are you questioning yourself? Have you seen yourself? Because I'm seeing you right now on the other side of the screen and you're pretty fine. So you need to fucking stop, because, honey, these bitches wish they were you. They wish they were you. Anyways, love you so much, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.